What's up, McGamers? It's Peyton.
And Caden.
And today we're teaching you guys how to make every single color of dye and every single way of making it in Minecraft. But first, like, comment, subscribe, ding dong that notification bell, and let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to go over here. We're going to start off with yellow. You can use it, or you can get it by using dandelions, like so. Or you can use, oh wait, no, that was sunflower, sorry. You can use it by making or putting sunflowers in the crafting table or dandelions in the crafting table. And then for red, you can use poppies, which are pretty great. You can use rose bushes, which are pretty great.
And that one also gives you an extra one since it's bigger.
And then red tulips also give you red dye.
Side note to this, it doesn't matter where you put it in the crafting table, just as long as you put any of these ingredients we have on our list, they'll just craft.
Yep. And then for light blue, you can use a blue orchid, or you can just put a blue dye and a white dye into the crafting table, like this. And that also gives you two blue dye, because you use two of the same, or two of different colors. To get green dye, you want to come over to a furnace and throw cactus in said furnace. It's going to take a little while, obviously, because it needs to cook to be able to get the green dye, but you'll get it eventually. Alright, like so. And then for orange, you would like to do an orange tulip, if at all possible, if you can find it at least. Or you can use one red dye and one white dye. Wait, no. One yellow dye, sorry. Duh. I knew how to make orange, don't you even worry about it. I totally learned that in like, what, third, second, first kindergarten?
Doesn't matter.
Preschool? I don't remember.
Got on a color table.
Yes. So you do that, and then for pink, you can use the peony flowers. I don't know if that's actually how that's pronounced, or you can use the pink tulip, or you can use red and white, like I had tried to do earlier, but failed miserably. So just throw that in there. Alright, and then for light gray, you can use white tulips.
It's weird because it's light gray, not white, considering it's called white tulips.
Yeah.
An oxy daisy looks white, and the other flower below it, the azure looks also white.
Which you would think would have blue, considering blue A is the name, but you know what? It's whatever. Alright, and then for blue, you can use cornflowers, which is rather odd, but you know, it's whatever. Or you can use lapis lazuli, which is more common. To get magenta, you can use allium, which is pretty easy. And then you can also use purple dye, which we are yet to make. And then you would use a pink dye with that. But then to make brown dye, you're going to use cocoa beans. It's going to look like a pile of poop, which is grody, but you know, it's whatever. To get black, you can use ink sacs or a wither rose, like so. And then to get white dye, you can use lily of the valleys, or you can use bone meal, which is pretty easy to get.
I wouldn't waste your bone meal though on flowers.
If you can find lily of the valley, it's much. Yeah. I would recommend doing that instead of bone meal, because it's literally pointless.
Unless if you've already got a whole ton of bone meal, even then I still wouldn't waste it.
Yeah, it's good for farming. But to get gray, just regular gray, you would use a black dye and a white dye. And then for some of the weirder colors, such as cyan, you're going to use green dye and blue dye. That's going to give you good old cyan. And then for purple, you're going to use blue dye and red dye. I had to look up just to make sure. I don't know my colors. And then to make lime dye, you're going to use green and white. And yeah, that's all of the colors. Now I guess we can show you guys what you can use
They're
dye
basically used for like coloring different beds, different colors for wool, and dyeing sheep if you want. But as you can see, all the different colors of beds up there, you can literally just click on the dye though with it, and it'll change the color of the bed. So if you had a basic white bed and you want to change the color, then you just would need a dye, and then you can use whatever color obviously you want.
Light blue. Wait, what? Oh no, you have to put it in the crafting table. Forgot about that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put it in a crafting table, and you can also do it with armor, I believe. It's just
with dyed armor, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
it's
not dyed armor, leather armor.
armor.
Let's make this bed. No, we're gonna make this bed green. So you would just put a bed and the color of dye that you'd like it to be in the crafting table, and then put them together, and it makes you the right color bed that you want. All right, and then if you want to dye wool, it is just the same process. As the beds, there's not really a difference. So you're just going to take a white piece of wool and then take whatever color you would prefer, and then that'll give you that color of wool. But
that's basically it for dyes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I need these guys to get out of my way a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to more content. Like the video if you liked it. Comment down below what you want to see next if you like the video. Ding dong that notification bell. And we'll see you next time. Adios.